Welcome to Change the Narrative. This is Kim.
I'm Lamb.
It has been a great week, Len. Has it? Or has it?
I don't know about that one, man. Look like I said, Satan's soldiers have been active, very active this week. We had a lot of travesties, depressed news and just outright outrageous news
All right.
that we gotta, I guess, just go
Yeah,
over.
we're going to talk about it, but before we get into our topics for tonight, just a quick reminder we definitely want to thank everyone for continuing to support us. You can continue to view us on Facebook, on YouTube. You can check out our audio as well anywhere that you get your podcasts.
That's right.
Yeah, so thanks again for all the support. We appreciate it. So, Clint, tell me about this week from hell that you've
Well,
been having.
well, let's just start with some of the crazy stuff that we noticing going on. Let's start with a guy in Orange Walk that was supposedly been dead or buried, and they went ahead and digged up his grave and left him open to the public as if, like, who does that?
Man, I don't know.
That's just outright ridiculous and
Yeah,
unheard of. I've never ever seen nothing like that in my life.
we're not even respecting the dead now.
I mean, that's how low we have gotten. But
Yeah, we expect, how can we expect people to respect the living, right?
I mean, the dead don't even get their rest either. So I want to say, my condolences and apologies to the family. It's just sad they have to experience something like that.
Yeah,
And it's even harder that you gotta relive that whole moment and try to bury your loved one in that manner. The second one is the big story is going on right now with these politicians and this selling out the country again for this time is for a diplomatic community or whatever they're talking about. A lot of these politicians are saying that they're not involved in that situation, but who knows? Who cares? It's been a lot of nonsense going on, and the energy is just
off.
it's just off. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Yeah,
I don't want to spend too much time on that at all. I just really don't. The elephant in the room, however, is is that guy that I don't even want to mention his name. The guy that just annihilated that 3-year-old kid and his brothers, man. And again, I want to send my condolences to the mom and the dad. Sorry, you guys that have to experience such horror,
yeah, we got to talk about that.
but that's just unbelievable and just outright outrageous.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit more about that one because that definitely touched a lot of nerves.
Yeah, it does, man. Especially you being a parent. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's just I can't even put it in words. What would push an individual to have such rage that you will actually attack
a
a
3-year-old
old
child.
and just do such horrible things to him, man.
Right.
I don't know what your mind frame is like, or you even to even fathom or come up with that idea to do something like that. So
Yeah.
what's your thoughts about it?
There's a lot of different things about the situation that kind of worried me. One is this particular person has a history of violence and different criminal acts. And one, he's still on the street. That's
Well,
one.
yeah.
Two, the mother. I'm not trying to judge no one, but I think as a parent, as a mother, we have to be careful of the people that we have around our kids.
More than careful. I mean, let's start with the mere fact that this dude's rap sheet.
Yeah,
I mean, his rap sheet was so long, man. I don't even know. Again, it's a miracle he's still on the street. And
right.
one of the heinous crimes he did was to shoot at the police. Now I don't understand how or where anywhere in the world you could shoot at the damn police and you still have freedom on the streets. I mean, that just shows that there's a breakdown in our society,
Mm-hmm.
that can, that let this animal on the street,
Back on the street
to
and then
go back out to do more heinous crimes. So,
then there's this person who let him into her home among her kids. And I mean, I don't know the history of the family, but there's no way you can tell me this was the first time that something happened.
We spent a lot of time on the domestic violence, and for according to news reports, this was also in a very abusive situation prior. The dad, I watched the dad speak. I feel bad for that guy, man. He has to live with all this now, but the dad spoke about he was scared and was assaulted by this guy as well.
So you see all kind of breakdowns happening.
A lot of signs were given to people, and no one took the warning. You know what I mean? And it led to this extreme case.
Yeah.
But in regards to the mom, I think you hit it right on the nail on the head. I think a lot of women feels as if they need some type of companionship, or they need to have someone around to be there for them.
Right.
Well, my question to people like that is, at what cost?
That's right.
At what cost do you think you need to have a person around you that bad?
Right.
I mean, I'm still trying to put one and one together. What was the incentive for this woman to keep this man around? According to all notifications and information I've received, this individual was unemployed. Okay, even his mom, the individual that did this crime, his mom came out and stated that she was still taking care of this young man. What is an incentive for you to want to be in this situation?
Right. Man, I think as ladies, a lot of times we point fingers and we blame different people for things that happen, but we have to take accountability.
Yeah, everybody, yeah.
It's a bad time for us to try to maybe give advice, but we can take a tragedy and turn it into an opportunity to just it's not a warning, it's just an advice to women out there. Be careful of the people
you bring around
your kids.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Like, no one should take priority over
and even as a man,
safety is first.
Definitely, even as a man. Man, listen, man. If you're not with your kid's mom and there's a stepfather situation going on, and you have a keen sense that something's not right, your kid is telling you that something's not right, you as a man, at all costs, man, you need to take charge of that.
You need to intervene.
Definitely. I mean, don't let no man, under no circumstances, get between you and your kid. And if your kid is being abused by another man, you got to do what you got to do, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's right.
I don't think, I'm not advocating for violence. I'm not advocating for you to break the law.
Right.
But what I am saying is you got to protect your kid at all costs.
That's right.
You know
That's
what I mean?
right. At all costs.
At all costs.
I agree.
And whatever comes later comes later. But as a society too, man, we in society got to start to look after our kids. I mean, I thought it was universally known that you don't harm kids.
Right.
Even in war. I mean, shooting war.
It used to be that way. Women and kids
be
off limits.
Women, kids, and old.
That's right.
Are off limits. So when these barriers has been breaking down, when the rules change where kids, 3-year-old kids,
are victims,
are now fair game.
Yeah.
I just don't understand where's the dynamics here, what's going on. And I think, to me, what the big elephant in the room is, beyond all these social breakdown that happened with this guy shouldn't be on the street, the mom having this dude within her household and vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
To me, the biggest thing is mental health also.
Yeah. You
got to be a sick dude, a sick puppy, to want to resort to some of this sort.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So what he's doing is not normal. This is a very extreme case.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if this dude could have got help, but he should have gotten help a long time ago. I mean, his rap sheet speaks for itself.
Yeah. Again, the signs are there, but at home we either ignore it or we just don't consider mental health as an issue. Well, it's not just at home. Everywhere we kind of see that problem, but it definitely needs to be addressed. And as bad as this is, I'm hoping that people start noticing.
Yeah, I mean, but my thing is, where do people like this go? And again, we're not trying to
take any responsibility
or ease. Yeah, like
right.
This guy is an evil monster, and he proved that in his actions time and time again. But for people who, because a lot of people might look normal, talk normal,
you don't know, man,
and mentally, you know what I mean, a couple screws is missing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't know where you go in situations like that, or if there's any medication that these people need to be on and so forth to calm their anxiety and so forth. But mental health is also an issue within our society, especially being that it's a very high stress time within our country, regardless of wherever your status is in that country.